So I'll call all the speakers up to sit in the front. I'm also going to introduce two Lynch syndrome Lynchy patients who are going to talk to you a little bit about a patient support group. Before I do, Roz arranged to have one of the books that she just mentioned from the patient from the Family G family donate a book. And I'm going to, on your forms that outline the patient support group enrollment form and some of the summary data, there's a number. So I'm going to just draw a number, and whoever number I call gets the book. So the number is 20. Oh, that's great. Congratulations. I'm also going to mention that Roz spent a lot of time editing her talk because she spent, as she mentioned, hours with Dr. Lynch. We decided that if you're interested, we could arrange a webinar where we could share.
11th floor, University Wing, South Side, room 1103A. Code White, 11th floor, South Side, University Wing, room 1103A.
So if you're interested in hearing the stories, we decided we could do a webinar and you could sign in for a moment. Maybe you could let us know on the surveys you fill out at the end of the night. If you'd be interested in joining a webinar from your house, and we could have Roz tell us some of the more stories and details. So as the speakers come up, I'm going to introduce Teresa Tiano and Mary Radka. They're just going to introduce themselves and tell you a bit about their plans to maybe do a Lynch syndrome support group.
Hi everyone, my name is Teresa Tiano, and I am a Lynchy. I have MSH2, and I've had bladder cancer and stomach cancer. I actually volunteer. My volunteer work is I started a stomach cancer foundation, which, believe it or not, has a number of Lynchies in it. So I do that as well, but Marie approached me about starting a support group for Lynchies. So that's why we're here. First of all, I just wanted to thank everyone for participating in the survey and letting us know what your interests were and whether, what the topics would be. So I'll let Marie take it from here.
Hi everybody. Identifying your baseball team or something. I'm MSH6, and I had endometrial cancer and a complete hysterectomy, and I had to, and darkish humorous, but I laughed at some of the reminiscences of the previous speaker in terms of my response, which was I have to let all my relatives know, and I said about doing that. I had 5 generations. And also went to see Melissa with my little chart and all the things blocked in and squares and triangles and all of that stuff. And I do remember making calls to third cousins I had never spoken to in my life. And starting off, I am not an African prince. I'm not trying to sell you anything, but I have some information that I think you should know. And I do feel that it was a good thing to do because I did uncover a couple of people who had some things that they worried about, and I think it was good they know. Since that time, my 2 brothers have been tested. They both also have the MSH6 gene, and they've had polyps, which they had removed, and they are getting yearly colonoscopies. We all love it. The secret is Vaseline. And I just had a cousin that was recently diagnosed as well. She had cancer and she got herself tested, and she also has it too. So, and she's got 2 daughters, so it's a good thing for all of us to know. I have 3 kids as well. And it sounds like all of you have similar, obviously, concerns. And an astounding 47 people said they would be interested in having some kind of support group. I think it would be a great thing, and it probably will develop somewhat depending on the people who find in common what they would like to see it be, and what they would like to do in terms of just support or information or some combination of that. But Teresa and I were thinking that maybe what we would do is kind of aim for the beginning of this coming year, figuring that as you head into the holiday season, it may not be the the thing that you have time to do now. And that would give us a little time to get in touch with people and organize a bit and, you know, set up on where we're going to do this and how frequently and all that kind of thing. So, and again, some of the frequency may depend on the ones and needs of everybody who does decide to come. But we're willing to do that and to try to help get this organized. So, you know, in the meantime, once we have your information, you're certainly welcome to get in touch with. I'm sure Teresa feels the same way with either one of us. We will make sure you will have that information, and then we'll take it from there. Thank you. And thanks to all these guys for